we saw each other at Fatima's, but
No, but that was longer. That was 2020.
2020.
Yeah, because I was here. That's when I left, when Corona came.
Yeah.
We were there, and we haven't met each other before, but I
Yeah.
knew you were sitting next to me with some tourists, I think.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
there with my friend and my wife.
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh, I know this guy from
Yeah.
Facebook. Is it not coffee? Then I wrote him. Yeah, it was you. You were just sitting next to me all time long. You know?
Yeah.
It's like a Nigerian place. I think the food.
Yeah. Fatima's, it's the best in town. Fatima's restaurant in Long Street, number 98, Long Street on the second floor. She's really amazing, man. She's Mali. She's from Mali, and she does West African cuisine with a fusion of other African cuisine, so influence of Southern, Eastern, and Northern Africa.
Yeah, even my wife, remember, she really loved it. Yeah. She loved the food. She said, "Oh, that's like the best food she has."
Yeah. So was that your first trip to Cape Town?
No, it was actually the second, because I was here in 2012 just for a regular vacation tour.
Hey, it's your boy Coffee Man. I'm out here in Cape Town, Nukuguleta, Barcelona, Machucho Menglau, in a Pole, South Africa, man. It's yet another episode of the Black Couch Podcast. It's episode number 57. We are growing. Shout out to everyone who has subscribed on our YouTube channel, the Mayhem TV, and shout out to everyone who's following us on Instagram and also Facebook, and also part of our group on Facebook, the Mayhammers. It's been an amazing week, man. We shut it down at the Artscape Theatre at the Acapella Musical Festival 2024. It was amazing. And happy belated birthday to Mfundo Mbali, one of our greatest patriots, and also Babalwa Tiwani, man. It's been an amazing January, and we promise to bring you nothing but the best in this month of February, man. And right about now, I have an international guest on the podcast. It's gonna be an amazing one, man. Finally, we get him on the Black Couch Podcast, the Disciple.
Yeah, what up, everybody? It's the Disciple. Live in the studio with coffee.
Yeah, man. I remember last year. Was it last year when we saw each other at Fatima's, but...
No, but that was longer. That was 2020.
2020?
Yeah, because I was here. That's when I left, when Corona came.
Yeah.
We were there, and we haven't met each other before, but I knew you were sitting next to me with some tourists, I think.
Yeah.
And I was there with my friend and my wife.
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh, I know this guy from Facebook. Is it not coffee? Then I wrote him. Yeah, it was you. You were just sitting next to me all time long.
Yeah.
It's like a Nigerian place. I think the food.
Yeah. Fatima's, it's the best in town. Fatima's restaurant in Long Street, number 98, Long Street on the second floor. She's really amazing, man. She's Mali. She's from Mali, and she does West African cuisine with a fusion of other African cuisine, so influence of Southern, Eastern, and Northern Africa.
Yeah, even my wife, remember, she really loved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The food. She said, "Oh, that's like the best food she has."
Yeah. So was that your first trip to Cape Town?
No, it was actually the second, because I was here in 2012 just for a regular vacation 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I came back in 2020, It was actually already for the music a bit, but then Corona came, so I was, ever since Corona, was working on my album to come back and promote it, so the time has finally come. And then it was always delayed a bit, first Corona, or 2 years, delayed everywhere. And then, here it was also delayed due to load shedding and state of disaster. And, because I recorded my tracks in Switzerland, but then they were mixed here in Woodstock, and it always took longer than I thought.
Yeah.
But now the time is perfect, because even 1 year ago, some of the venues were still closed, so they open now. So the time is just perfect now for me to be here. Yeah.
That's I always say that everything works in perfect timing, especially when it's a masterpiece of work, like it takes its own time, and then when it reveals itself, it's something amazing that you didn't even expect to be
True,
what it
true.
is. So like for you in those two trips, so 2012 and 2020,
Yeah.
what's the difference that you've experienced with Cape Town?
I can't really say because it was a long time. You know, it was like 8 years of difference. So I remember what I remember. You know, Long Street. It was still a bit the same. And in 2012, I wasn't that much in the city. I was also like driving around Western Cape. But it was a bit like, to me, as much as I remember, it was the same. You know. Yeah. Because now I heard in 2024, a lot of stuff changed after Corona. A lot of bars, they closed, they reopen again. Restaurants. I think it's really different now than it was in 2020.
Yeah, most definitely. There's a lot that has changed. New venues have popped up. Old venues got closed. Some of them they reopened. So there's few ones that really survived COVID. And also in terms of the scene as like hip hop scene, a lot of venues that a lot of people relied on got closed down. So the amount of events went down for hip hop acts, and also like, you know, there's venues that are dedicated for hip hop. Like I remember the Waiting Room was one of those venues. I think it's still open.
It's still there, yeah.
And I also hosted like open mics in Long Street. There was a place called Scary Canary.
Okay.
So I used to host like hip hop Fridays, and it was a bang. But we had to let go. They sold the place. So the shift has happened a lot. And when you were here in 2020, did you connect to like with a lot of artists this side? And
well, I tried to, but you know, well, I connected to the producer that after mixed my whole album. There was one guy, he's on one of my tracks featured, Takuma Sira. And then I don't really remember other artists. I actually didn't come with the same preparation as I came now, you see. I just went there a bit for my music, but it's not what I like with the same preparation that I have now. Because already in 2012, people actually liked what I did, but it was a bit different from now. You know, now it's a bit like political hip hop thing. It wasn't like that back in the day, but they already liked it, so I always came back just to promote what I already had. But you know, now I came with a lot of preparation. You know, I was always we talked on the phone all the time. If you got me a gig or something. And I was actually contacting a lot of people. You know, like also Crosby, Marby. You know, try to get as many interviews and gigs as possible while I'm here.
It's like I was actually about to ask you, how can you describe your style of music?
Well, the style is like, it's a bit like, you know, boom bap beats, but I got some African elements too in some of my music. But it's not like the new trap thing. It's more like boom bap. And some different choruses with African style choruses of Fatwa. And each track is like a bit different. You know, it's not like one unique. I mean, it's a unique style, but it's not like just homogeneous style. It's just a bit different. The whole album, every track is a bit different with the style actually. The beats and everything. You know.
It's amazing that you got everything planned out, man. Like, to make sure that the whole trip is worth it. It must be a long trip coming from Switzerland to South Africa and not having anything to do. It's like you're an artist and you have to like kind of like, you said to me you want to establish your name this side.
True, yeah.
And I want to ask you, what's the difference between hip hop this side and hip hop that side in Switzerland?
Yeah, well, the thing is just people are more open for your artistic freedom than they are there. Actually, you know, there's good. I know some good hip hop cats there. They're really good, but people are really not that open for artistic freedom, for music and everything. You know, they just like, it's like in Switzerland they really do have a obsession with work a bit. They don't really appreciate your, you know, your creativeness. They always ask about work, where you're working, what you're doing, because it's actually really, without exaggeration, it's really strange because and I'm not exaggerating. Every Swiss person asks me about my job where I'm working, and everyone else that wasn't Swiss, can be from everywhere, from Mexico, from everywhere, just asked about my music. It's true.
Yeah.
Even a guy I didn't see like in 10 years, first thing he asked was the music, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Swiss people are not that open than others for the music.
Is it maybe I don't know much about your history in Switzerland, but would you say that history played a role? Because like there's certain countries who like have certain ways of influencing also the economy.
Yeah.
So some it's like minerals, some it's their culture, tourism, some it's simply just corporate. So like, would you say history played a role in terms of how people receive art?
Also, yeah.
Yeah. So there's no really much opportunities for.
There is opportunities, like I said, but it's also it's hard, first of all, it's hard to make a living. It's also, you know, country is small, and if you can write in dialogue like Swiss German, there's only like 4 million, you know, speaking the language. But there's also the French part. Maybe, you know, a lot of people speak French, but it's just like in Switzerland, it's not really, people don't really give you the power, the motivation to continue with your music that much like I had it here, because ever since I met my friends here in 2012, they always encouraged me a lot, you know, a lot. I only had one friend, and he's actually American, from Pennsylvania. He's not in Switzerland anymore. He was like the only one that always encouraged me for the music. He liked what I was doing, and he liked my message. Yeah. But he was American, so. Yeah.
So I remember when you were here, you told me that you met Bones, the late Bones.
Yeah, I met him quickly. Yeah. True.
How was your connection with him?
We did a track together. No, actually two. I was also featured on one of his tracks, but I only met him quickly. Yeah. We had some contacts, but the connection wasn't that deep, you know. I only met him quickly, but we both made a verse for each other, and it's cool. He's part of my album now. He's part of this project.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Well,
that's amazing. For those who don't know, like Bones was one of the greatest rappers to ever come out from Nyanga. And a lot of people, a lot of rappers or people who love hip hop would know him of limping, and he used to make fun of it. And I remember he used to perform a lot at Zolani Center, and he was one artist who's like very confident about himself. Like you would come to open mics, and the would be a long list of artists. And it's very hard to squeeze yourself into the 3-hour show. Yeah. So he would find means to get into that lineup, and he would make sure that he does perform. Even if he does not perform this week, the following week, he would make sure that he comes through and he performs. Like, did you see that kind of energy when it comes to the music that you guys did?
I heard it on our tracks. Some of the tracks we did. It's true. He's also singing like a chorus with that energy. You know, one of my tracks called Real Hip Hop. Yeah, it was sad. He was, like I said, I didn't really know him, but it was sad. He was gone. It's like, when was he shot? Like 4 or 5 months ago or something?
Last year. Yeah, man. It's the hood. Yeah. There's a lot going on in the hood, man. We're losing people almost every day, and there's no way to explain what's really happening. It's just disastrous. It's very tragic, and we lose like so many incredible people. There's about 3 artists that I was close to, and in this period of like December. They passed away, like just like that, and some of them I have unreleased music of them, and for me it's like I don't know how to do now. It's like every day it replays, and I try by all means to get to it that it really happened, because it's very hard to believe at first, but as time goes you have to believe the reality. And I wanna ask you this question now. We're back in South Africa. What's the goal? What are we doing in South Africa? And for those who don't know about you, what do you want them to know?
No, my goal is just to, to be established a bit, to promote on my album, establish my name. So maybe then in the future, everything will be organized for when I come back. This is my aim. So
Yeah.
people know about me. They want me here. They want me back, and everything is organized.
Yeah. So
That's what I want. And it's not only, it's not only Cape Town actually,
okay.
because my music is a lot of like Pan-African too. Afrocentric and Pan-African, so it can be in South Africa or Southern Africa too. Some other countries, Namibia, Botswana, Zambia, Zimbabwe, anywhere.
Yeah.
This is where I'd like to spread my message and travel around.
Yeah. Have you tried Johannesburg?
Not yet. I got some contacts there too, and I wanted to go once too, but now I'm just here to start because I got some close friends here. That's why I stayed here now. But I know it's even more going on than here, probably.
Yeah. And so far, how far is the album?
No, the album released it last Friday.
Oh wow!
Actually, I made everything possible that it was released the day when I arrived. I arrived on the 26th. On the 26th, it was released.
Oh,
and it's on all platforms, digital platforms.
Wow! I need to check it out, man. I need to check it out. So, besides Bones, who are some of the featured artists?
Yeah, he was, and Bones, Takuma Sire, Confuse, non-Kali Seku Somagu, like a Kosa singer. She's also on a chorus. And also somebody called KVA singing a chorus too. It's also on.
So are they all from Cape Town, or is it spread out?
I think most of them are from Cape Town. There's also Asaph, but he's in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
He's also featured.
Yeah. So what can people like expect when they go to stream it on the platforms? Like, what kind of message and what kind of sound did you bring this time around on the album, and what's the name of the album?
Well, the name of the album is called Accident of Birth. Also, there's one track called The Accident of Birth, but I just took Accident of Birth for the album itself. And this is what it talks about. It's real like a humanistic perspective. It really talks about the circumstance of every human being, a bit when they were born, and then every track has brings different aspects to it. Like one track talks about more the economic history, exploitation of the third world, and another track is more like the psychological and cultural aspect of the whole thing. One track is more the sociological aspect, so it's really different. But it's not all of the tracks are like conscious rap. There's like 3 or 4 which are just regular tracks, not like political. But the large part is political, conscious. Hip hop.
So what like talking about political aspect of things, what have you taught yourself about like South African politics, and do you know anything about it?
Yes, I know.
Like, this is our voting year. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, I'm aware of it. I was actually meeting somebody from the EFF yesterday.
Yeah.
So, I checked out this history a bit of South Africa, but it's like I said, it's Africa in general.
Yeah.
So, but also you have one track that talks about, like I said, the economic history and history like of exploitation in the third world in general, Africa in particular. You can hear a speech from Oliver Tambo, in the chorus too. So I was getting familiar a bit with the whole thing, South African situation.
Yeah.
Also the EFF and everything.
Because one would say context is very key, especially if you want to tap into that kind of market, and you have to be very factual and also understand the history behind everything, so that when you do a song, it does not linger around, but it has a meaning to even an ordinary citizen of South Africa.
It hasn't been into an ordinary citizen, and also I made it in a way which is not like disrespectful to other people. You know, it's still like welcoming everybody. It's just like more the facts, but it's not really attacking somebody, you know, or attacking white minority. I made it. I was able to do it in a way which is like embracing everyone.
Yeah. Would you say that there's artists prior that have influenced how you decided to go up about your music?
Yeah, well, you know, a huge impact had Immortal Technique, of course.
I was about to ask that, man, because it's giving me that energy. Yeah.
No, he had like the most impact. You know, it's like the same perspective somehow, political, revolutionary. So he really was.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nobody like him. He's just so raw, you know.
Yeah.
So nobody.
Yeah.
There's a lot of artists I like, but nobody's even close to him.
No. Not at all.
Because he got this delivery which is so raw, and he got this metaphor punchlines. They just sick, you know. And also he's so direct, you know.
Yeah.
He's so direct. Because nobody's like that.
And I like the fact that it's not about the mainstream.
Yeah.
So he's not looking to get a Grammy award or an Emmy whatsoever award. He's all about passing the message and making sure that it brings about an impact to any even the ordinary citizen of any country, so that the message is passed around, because people tend to turn a blind eye into like what's really happening in the society and what influences it to be what it is today. And people like Immortal Technique are very, very prominent and very straightforward when it comes to that kind of message. And what's your favorite song of him?
I think Obnoxious.
Yeah.
You know, probably Obnoxious, but it's like even Revolutionary Volume 2.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite album, man. Revolutionary Volume 2. There was a time I was only listening to that album, nothing else, you know. So, it's dope.
Yeah.
I mean, now, of course, Revolutionary Volume 1 is also dope.
Yeah.
But Volume 2 just really got me.
Yeah. He's not one of those artists that you would hear about every day. Is he still alive, though?
He's still alive, but he hasn't done any music recently. He's more like the activist now, delivering food to people in Harlem and all over the States, you know.
Yeah.
Low income families. That's what he's doing, and that's cool.
It's really hard to see him anywhere online, which is a lot of artists don't think that it's doable, because like everything now, it's all about TikTok, it's all about Instagram, it's all about being visible, and it matters who you are visible to, who are you pleasing in terms of being in those platforms. I remember there's a line from one of the artists here in South Africa, Nasty C. He says that I do music for the suit and ties, and a lot of people didn't get that line, and I was like, damn, this kid is doing this thing and he knows definitely who's paying his bills at the moment and who wants his music to be prominent and what kind of message they want him to possess into the younger generation, which is very, very dangerous thing to do. It's like selling something that's gonna inflict pain or like bring about instability into the community. Like, what are some of the things that are your principles in terms of like, this is how far I can go in terms of getting myself out there and getting deals or such things, and what are things that you cannot do as the disciple?
Well, you know, you always have to know where you go.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to know where you're from to know where you're going, you know. But like I said, for every rhyme I crafted, I also, you know, it took a lot of time to make it, you know, to write it the right way, that people don't misunderstand it. You know, so I always try to be factual, and I try to be clear so people don't get it the wrong way. They don't get the message the wrong way. That's as long as I'm able to do that, I think I can go anywhere. You know, just have to be careful how I express myself.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. And what have you done so far here in Cape Town?
Well, I had radio because I just came like last Friday. Today is Tuesday. So I was at the Radio Sibonella in Kailicha.
Yeah.
And then there I was like, I had a little show, but the show is actually for Friday at a place in Somerset West Street, something. You know, this is what I have done so far actually. You know, it was just a little performance, but it was more to rehearse for the performance next Friday, which will also be there. You know, it's just like a place where they sell bikes during the day.
Yeah.
It's in Greenpoint, and at night they take everything out, and then it's like a bar with a DJ and everything. I don't know if you know the place.
I think I know it.
There is also Cape Talk is in the same.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I passed by it. I think Thursday.
Yeah.
I was in town in Sea Point, and I was walking by there around 8 p.m. and I saw that it's open. I was like, it's a bike store at 8 p.m. opened. Yeah. I was trying to figure it out what's really happening. Yeah.
You know that because it's like the bike store. It's like a cafe too. You know, it's just a bar.
That. Yeah.
But then they take everything out maybe after 7, and then it's like a venue a bit.
Wow.
Because they also play. Usually Friday is like salsa night where people are dancing salsa. Usually on Friday.
So this coming Friday,
I will be there. Yeah. This Friday I will be there.
So you it's your own.
It's my own
thing.
Maybe with some other artists, but I will perform my album.
Yeah. Wow. No. And is there entrance fee? What's happening?
I think he said there is, but I'm not really sure. I gotta check it out.
Yeah.
Again, if there is, I think, but I'm not sure. I have to check it out.
Yeah.
So this will be this will be on Friday, because even tomorrow and on Thursday I have other interviews, radio stations. Esther River Radio in Kuis River.
Kuis River.
Yeah, that's tomorrow, and Radio Helderberg.
Yeah.
Like, you know, direction Somerset West. That will be on Thursday.
Okay.
And then next week, Wednesday, I got a gig at Selective Hearing. Wittengracht Street. Yes.
Yeah.
And also I'm trying to get a gig at Trenchtown too. Maybe at the waiting room too.
Yeah.
And also I'll be on Cape Town TV on the 13th of February.
Yeah. It seems like you got everything planned up, and I wish you all the best in your work, and hopefully you're gonna have a greater impact into the game and the hip hop and the contrast of hip hop right now. And after this, you're off to meet Mabi with the Dreamers Cup guys.
Yeah, I'll meet them too.
Yeah.
Talk to them. Maybe they can also get me another gig one of the weekends I'm here.
Yeah.
Maybe this or next weekend. Let's see.
Are you guys going into studios, or it's just a meetup?
No, it's just a meetup.
Okay, cool, man. That's amazing, because those guys really put on the work. And I think most of us grew up listening to their music. And they've been in the game for more than 20 years now.
Alright.
And I remember they were celebrating their 20-year anniversary at there's a place called the Lumkile book room. I just forgot what they call it, but like it's book lounge. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like private library. Yeah, but it's also like kind of like open to the public.
Book lounge.
Yeah.
But not in District 6.
No. It's here in Coats.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's here in Cooks, and it's a very dope space. I think
Alright.
you guys might even go there. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, all the best to your
Yeah,
to
thank
your
you so
work,
much.
and
so much.
hopefully everything is gonna go accordingly. And how's the weather that side?
It was, when I left, it was a bit warmer again, but it was pretty cold and snowing.
Yeah.
Just a week or 2 weeks before I came here.
Yeah.
Weather sometimes it's also really crazy there, like they say here in Cape Town.
Yeah.
But there is really like it can change from one day to another, like 13 degrees different or more.
Yeah.
Sometimes the weather is crazy there. It was pretty hot once, like 2 years ago, and then it was just snowing on the 1st of April, snowing a lot.
Yeah.
Before it was almost like already like a spring weather.
Yeah.
Weather is always crazy.
Yeah. Nah, man, you are welcomed in Cape Town, and hopefully everything is gonna work accordingly. And whoever is watching out there, you wanna hit him up, get him gigs, get him out there, get him to connect with artists, promoters, even videographers. Are you looking to work on like visuals while you're around? Or are you?
Well, not now. I was talking to this guy from my track, Takuma Zero. I was talking about the video, but recently I couldn't get hold of him, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit sad. You always like, I was in contact all the time. Then once I got here, I couldn't get hold of him or But let's see.
Is it a matter of he's not available? Or
I don't even know. I don't know. I didn't get any contact. I don't know. I think he knows I'm here, so I don't know. But I can still do videos in the future ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that's dope, man. That's really dope. And about to wrap up right now. Anything you want to say to the people who are watching?
No, like it's just like you said. Everybody that's interested for me for a gig, I'm down with it. And there's a lot of energy when I'm on the mic too for live shows. You can see, you will see my performances on Instagram while I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll put them on a separate place on Instagram so you can watch them all like stories.
Yeah. That's dope. I'll leave his Instagram on the description, so I'll put it down on the description. Instagram and Facebook and also YouTube, so that you can check out his work. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man. Finally we got to meet, and hopefully we can work on something before you leave.
Would be good.
And get you into the Cape Town or South African hip hop industry. And shout out to everyone who's been watching, man. It's been an amazing one, and I appreciate all of you guys. I see the numbers are growing in terms of subscribers. Let's also make sure that people watch these episodes. Nothing beats that. People watching, people liking. Please make sure that you like the video, so that the YouTube algorithm is gonna make sure that it promotes the video into other people's home pages, and make sure that we get more people to be Mayhammers, because we want to grow the family. And there's a lot of content coming up. We're gonna have the New Year resolution video from Camps Bay Beach and Clifton Beach. We're still gonna have the launch of the song by Utapino and Ostep Daddy and all the guys. And we're also gonna have Miss Unique being 2023, and we're also gonna be having the Acapella Musical Festival on our Facebook page. And there's a lot of incredible guests coming. I'm gonna be having a very special episode again with Guns the Rapper. A lot of you said I must bring him back. You guys love his energy so much, so we're gonna bring Guns the Rapper back on another special episode. And man, shout out to everyone. I love you so much. And I'm currently also working on my album, which is coming soon. I'm gonna announce the date on the 29th of February. So on the 29th of February, I'm gonna be announcing the date when I'm gonna be releasing my album and what's gonna be happening. I think everyone already knows the title of the album, which is TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I've been holding on that album for the last 3 years now. A lot of people have been complaining, so this time around I'm ready for you guys, and we're gonna do amazing things together. And yeah, man, we're closing it up. Shout out to you, bro.
Thank you everybody. Shout out. Thanks, Coffee.
Cool,
it was
man.
Cool. It was amazing to be here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Shut, man. To all the new subscribers from Switzerland and Europe, shout out to you, man. Welcome to the family. Hope you enjoy more content coming out of our network. And it's your boy Coffee, man. I'm out here in Cape Town, Kuguleta, Barcelona, Machecho, Menklau, in a pole, South Africa, man. We out.
Peace.
Cool, man.
It was really good, actually.
Cool, man.
It was really,
yeah. It was nice interview.
You know, I'm never preparing for interviews, you know. I never do that.
Yeah. Also me.
Because I'm just there.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's different. I don't know what to prepare for because once I'm there, it's different anyway. So
yeah.
I never prepare for interviews.
Yeah.
Only for gigs, but not for interviews.
Yeah. Me too. Like there's previously people would ask me for questions.
Yeah, I had this too in Sindile.
I'm like, for me, I'm like, if I give you, it's gonna be prepared answers, and prepared answers are very
It's
awkward.
not like natural, you know.
Yeah. So I prefer like having energy and like just go according to the energy. So some other things pop up because like sometimes we prepare questions and you end up not asking any of those questions because of the energy.
Sindile did the same thing. They said, "Here are the questions. You can write the answers." I said, "No, I can check the questions, but the answers will be free, you know?"
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.